So let's just come to a comfortable seat. You can be seated upright. If you want to lay back with a little heart opener, you could do that too. Whatever feels good to you, whatever lets you just kind of settle in. Take a deep inhale through your nose. Fill up the lungs all the way. Nice exhale, really slow so you push every last drop of air out. And we'll do that a couple of times on our own. Inhale fully. Feel the rib cage expand. Your spine lengthens, all those muscles stretch out in the abdomen. And as you exhale, feel your muscles relaxing. I was just over at a neighbor's checking in on her, and I've had some coffee. I'm feeling a little jittery. I'm going to let that go on the exhale. Inhale fully. And as you exhale, release the things that will not serve you in this present moment. Let go of stress for work next week or what you might need to do later on today. Let all of those things go. Let them be put on the back burner. So we have this hour just to focus on what's going on inside. I don't know about y'all, but when it's cold, the joints, you know, they get tighter, everything's stiff. We've been frozen. And so now is our time to just notice how things are feeling. Hopefully we work some of those kinks out today. Take one more deep inhale. Beautiful. We can transition to our Ujjayi breath now, in through the nose and out through the nose. If that's working for you, I noticed I was a little stopped up this morning. My ears kind of cracked a little bit. If that's the case, just let your breath be soft and gentle. Give your jaw a wiggle, little wiggle from side to side. Release any tension there. Go ahead and take your gaze all the way to the right, and then all the way to the left. Just do that a couple of times. Just checking in with your neck. Give your shoulders a shrug up to your ears and roll the shoulder blades back down the spine. Inhaling up and exhaling down. One more time. Inhaling them up and exhaling them down. Just checking in with the shoulders. Let's go ahead and just move right into it. Let's take a little spinal twist here. Take your left hand to your right knee. Bring your right hand back behind you. Maybe gaze over your right shoulder. Just kind of checking in with the spine. When you're in your spinal twist, sometimes it's nice to just give your neck a little rock. Do a couple little stretches here. Just kind of taking a body scan right now. Take an inhale and exhale. Take your twist all the way to the left. Bring the left hand back behind. Maybe gaze over that shoulder. Just look straight ahead. Maybe rotate your neck a little bit. And continue to breathe. Take an inhale And exhale back to center. Good. Let's take some full body rolls. Inhale forward. If you just want to be in easy pose, sometimes it's nice to put a foot out in front of the other just to give yourself a little brace. Inhale, bring your chest forward. And exhale, round the spine. Hang out. If you find a spot and you want to stay there for a breath or two, feel free. And then swirl in the opposite direction. Exhale, round. Inhale forward. And exhale, round. One more time. Inhale forward. And exhale, round. Beautiful. Ooh, it feels good to move. Let's come back into easy pose. We're going to take some seated cat-cows. So grab your hands onto your knees here. And we're going to inhale, peel that chest forward. Lift your chin. Let your neck stretch out. Push your heart forward. Exhale, round the spine. If you grab onto your knees, you can really pull, stretch those shoulder blades apart. Inhale forward. And exhale, round. Inhale forward to your cow. Exhale, round to your cat. One more. Inhale forward. And exhale, round. Beautiful. Okay, let's take our strap. Let's go ahead and grab our strap, and we're going to open up the shoulders in a couple different ways with our strap this morning. So take it in your hands, and we're going to do our deal where we lift our hands up and then exhale them back. And if you need to bend your elbows a little bit because those shoulders are really tight or you have an injury, feel free. Inhale, lift, and exhale forward. Inhale, lift. Exhale forward. Wow. Woo. Shoulders are tight. Inhale, lift. Exhale forward. We're going to do two more. Inhale, lift. Exhale forward or back. Sorry, y'all. One more time. Inhale, lift. Exhale forward. Actually, let's do one more, and then I think that'll make a full five. Inhale, lift. Exhale back. Just lubricating those shoulder joints. Inhale, lift. And exhale forward. Warming them up a little bit. Good. Maybe give the neck a little rotation again. Let's take cow face arms. And if you want to move into cow face legs here, you can do that too. So we just take that right leg on top of the left, and it's going to make like a little triangle here. You could also take square if you'd rather, or just stay in your easy pose, whichever one feels good to you. Take the strap in your right hand, bring it up and back behind, reach around with your left, find that strap, make the connection, and sit up nice and tall. Peel your right elbow back. And breathe right here. Relax your hips, relax your feet. And as you breathe, feel your spine lengthen. Keep lifting the shoulders. Keep peeling the elbows back. And breathe. Good. Boy, I can feel the heat working now. And then we'll go ahead and release. Beautiful. Boy, cow face arms, it's amazing how fast you work up heat in your shoulders. Good, give them a little shake. And then we'll switch our legs. Take the left leg on top of the right. Take our strap in our left hand, bring it up and back behind. Reach around with the right. Sit up nice and tall. Peel those elbows back. And breathe. Relax your jaw. Relax your hips and quads. Sometimes in cow face, we keep everything clenched up. Keep relaxing. Keep peeling that left elbow back. Good. Go ahead and release. Beautiful. Very nice. Okay, let's take a seated forward fold. Let's extend our legs long. I'm going to turn this way. I'm going to fold up my blanket a little bit more. If you like to sit on a blanket, go ahead and grab it. Send those legs long. I'm going to probably have a pretty big bend in my knees here because everything is really tight this morning. Inhale, lengthen, and exhale, fold. Whoa. Whoa. Oh, it is okay. I don't know why it is. We can practice all the yoga days in a row, and every morning things just tighten right back up. So let your fold be soft and gentle. Use your breath to help things to open up. And as you hang out in your seated forward fold, you may fold just a millimeter deeper on the exhale. Send your breath down those hamstrings. Keep breathing. I know 2 weeks ago, we kind of held our stretches just a little bit longer. I think we'll do that again today, just to make sure. Sometimes we'll move out of a stretch a little too soon, and just when things are starting to open up, we move on to the next thing. So especially the more challenging stretches like this. Beautiful. Let's go ahead and roll it up. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, hands to namaste. Nice. Okay, I'm going to turn this way. We're just going to slide our feet in, take a bound angle pose. So bring the soles of the feet together. If you have tight hip flexors and you want to place some blocks under your knees, feel free. Inhale, lengthen the spine. And exhale, forward fold. Again, just let it be gentle. Stretching the hip flexors. Stretching the low back. Keep relaxing that jaw. Good. Go ahead and roll it up. Let's inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, hands to namaste. Beautiful. Let's take that left leg out, half butterfly. I think my blanket's folded a little too thick here. Left leg out, or right leg out, pardon me. Left foot in, square your hips over to that leg. Inhale, lengthen, and exhale, fold. Now, if you have your strap, sometimes it's nice to use your strap here too. Sometimes it's nice if you have blocks and you want to rest your forearms. Again, we'll bend in the knee if that hamstring's feeling really tight. Sometimes in yoga, we'll say, send your breath down the hamstring. And what does that mean? Well, just focusing on it, sending loving energy towards whatever feels tight. Being aware of it without judgment, just noticing how our body feels. Boy, that feels good to stretch the hamstring out. Okay, let's roll it on. We're gonna lift our left arm back and behind. We're gonna press up on our left knee and we're gonna extend the right arm up and overhead. Big stretch. Exhale, lower it down. Good. Now with our strap, go ahead and take it around that right foot. Lift it up and take it across. You can roll to the outer edge of the foot. If you want to do a little balance and keep that right arm extended long, you can. Keep sitting up tall. You should feel that stretch all the way down the IT band. Good. And then we'll go ahead and hug it in. Hug around your foot and around your knee. This is called rock the baby. Just getting a nice deep hip compression here. Beautiful. And then we'll go ahead and lower. Actually, you know what we're going to do before we take it to the other side? We're going to come into that square pose. So just with your right leg, go ahead and bring it on top so that your right ankle is on top of your left knee and your right knee is on top of your left ankle. Now, if this is challenging, it can just be like the easy pose. It doesn't have to be all the way, or you could take it all the way into the cow face again. So whatever you need. Sometimes if this knee's really up, people might put a blanket or something right here for support. Inhale, lengthen, and exhale, forward fold. And just breathe. We're getting that same stretch that we do in pigeon or figure 4 on our back. If you have sciatic nerve pain, this is a great stretch. Keep relaxing your jaw, your brow. Good. Let's go ahead and roll it up. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, hands to namaste. Let's go ahead and bring our hands back behind. Extend the legs long. Just take some little feet, point and flex. Good. And then we'll take it out to the side, to the left. Left leg out, right foot in. Square your hips over to that left leg. Lengthen the spine and forward fold. And I always forget to mention this on the first side. You can also take it and do a little side bend. Sometimes that feels good. And breathe. Notice the difference from the right hamstring to the left. Did one feel tighter? Do they feel the same? Definitely feel like my left hamstring is tighter today. I taught a virtual yesterday, and honestly, it was the first time I'd practiced all week. Isn't that terrible? But it was. I did a few like little sun salutations or whatnot throughout the week, but I'm sore. I'm sore today. Good. But you know what? It's the amazing thing about yoga is that it only takes a day or two to bounce back. Once you've been practicing, you go a few days, that's okay. Your body needs a break sometimes. You might be sore the first day back, but everything opens back up. Good. Let's go ahead and roll it up. We're going to bring that right hand back behind. Press up on your right knee. Around our left, pulling it across. Good. And then we'll hug into our rock the baby. Hug that elbow around your foot and your knee. Getting a nice deep hip compression here. Just warming everything up. Good. And then we're just going to slide that left foot right on top. So your left foot is on top of your right knee, and your left knee is on top of your right foot for our square pose. Inhale, lengthen, and exhale, fold. Sometimes this pose is called fire log. Relax your hips. Relax your feet. And notice. This is a pose that we usually feel pretty big difference from the right to the left. People's hips are usually you've got that sciatic stuff going on one side. Beautiful. Go ahead and roll it up. Let's inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, hands to namaste. Very nice. Let's take one more. Extend those legs long and just give yourself a little windshield wiper. Maybe just bend the knees and take a little windshield wiper this way and that. Nice. Okay, let's come into tabletop. Grab your blanket if you want to place it under your knees. Shoulders tracking the elbows and wrists. Hips are over our knees. We're going to take our cat-cow. Inhale, drop the belly, push the tailbone up to the sky. Gaze comes forward. Exhale, round the spine. Curl the tailbone under. Push the mat away. Separate the shoulder blades. Inhale forward to your cow. And exhale round to your cat. And y'all just take any little movements or stretches you want to take. I'm going to check in on everybody. Okay. Any extra little movements you want to take. Swirl the hips from side to side. Whatever you need. Inhale forward. Feel all those muscles in the stomach stretch out. Exhale round. Inhale forward. And exhale round. Inhale forward to your cow. Exhale round to your cat. We're going to do one more. Inhale forward. And exhale round. Beautiful. From here, we're going to extend our right leg long. Press into the ball of the right foot. Give yourself a little calf stretch. My new favorite stretch. Sometimes we forget about our calf muscles when we do all of our hips and quads and everything. Good, and then bring it on back and then extend the left leg long. Press into the ball of the foot. Keep relaxing your jaw. Give it a wiggle. Good. And then we'll bring it back. And then let's take a heart chakra pose. So from here, we're going to walk our hands all the way out until our chest and forehead melt to the mat. We're going to keep our hips pushed up to the sky though. Really stretch those fingertips all the way up so you get a nice stretch all the way down the side body. And now that you're here, you can gently rock your forehead. Good. And then let's go ahead and bring our hands in prayer. Bring them back behind your head and press those elbows into the mat. Give yourself a tricep stretch. Good. And then we'll go ahead and release those hands. And then just bring those big toes to touch. Spread your knees nice and wide. And come on into your wide-legged child's pose. Again, stretch those fingertips up to the top. Let your hips sink into your heels. Relax the muscles in your legs. Again, you can gently rock your forehead if you want to. Good, and then go ahead and walk those fingertips over to the right side of the mat. Gently push the hip left. Stretch out the left side body. You can even take the right hand on top of the left if you want. Move all of that energy around the side body. Get blood flowing to all those lymph nodes. Keep relaxing your hips. Take an inhale and exhale. Walk the fingertips over to the left, gently pushing the hips to the right. Keep relaxing the hips and breathe. Take an inhale and exhale. Walk them back to center. Bring your knees underneath your chest, underneath your abdomen here, and sit back into a traditional child's pose. Bring your arms by your side. Let your shoulders relax. Just give yourself a little hug here. And breathe. And then grab onto your ankles. Keep your head dropped, but lift your hips and back up and take a rabbit pose. Good. And then go ahead and slide all the way down to your belly. Let's take Sphinx. So bring your forearms to the mat. Spread your fingertips nice and wide. Use your elbows to peel your chest forward. Relax your glutes, relax your quads. And just breathe right here in your Sphinx pose. Warming up the lumbar spine. Sometimes if you have lumbar spine issues, even just being right here in Sphinx might be enough, might be too much. You can always lower down to, just little baby cobra. Whatever you need, but just breathe right here. Good. If you want to stay right here, you can, or if you want to press up into seal to extend the back bend, feel free. You can walk your hands out a little bit if you need to. Keep relaxing your legs. Reconnecting with the breathing, the mind starts to wander. Good. Take an inhale and then exhale, lower all the way down. Just take a little rest. Give your hips a little wiggle, maybe send those feet up into the air. Give yourself a windshield wiper. Good. And then let's go ahead and interlace our fingers back behind our low back. We're going to take locust here. So go ahead and if you can just lift the chest, but if you want to come with me and lift off your feet, you can do that too. Inhale, lift off for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, lower down. Give yourself a little wiggle. Go ahead and lift off for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, lower down. Little wiggle. I'm going to do it one more time. Go ahead and lift off for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, lower all the way down. Give a little rest, strengthening those muscles down there. If you want to join me in a bow pose, you can. You can also do a half bow. Reach around for your ankles. And we're gonna go ahead and lift off for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower all the way down. Beautiful. Okay, let's take twisted wing. Bring that right arm out into a T. Use your left hand to push yourself up and roll back on top of your right arm. Now, so the right arm is out. I'm going to say it again just because sometimes people get confused even in person. So you take your right arm out into a T. You use your left hand to push and roll back on top of that right arm. So you're stretching the front of the right shoulder. Now you can swing your left leg back behind, or you can grab on left hand, left ankle, and take a little quad stretch. If you have a block, you can place your head on the block or just let your neck relax. Let the muscles in that right arm relax. This can be a fairly intense pose for people, especially if you've had a shoulder injury. So just be gentle. If it's too much, just come out of it. Sometimes even just laying flat with your arm extended can be enough. Good. Go ahead and release that. Unwind. Bring your arm by your side. Take a little rest. Good. And then we're going to take the left arm out into a T. Use your right hand to push yourself up and roll back on top. You can see it from a different angle. Sorry. Oh, grab onto that right ankle with your right hand if you want, or just bring the leg back behind. Keep relaxing your jaw. Notice the difference from the right shoulder to the left. Good. Oh, that quad stretch feels good. Go ahead and unwind. Swing on back. And then come on back to neutral. Beautiful. Let's go ahead and press ourselves back up into tabletop. Once we get up here, maybe take another quick cat-cow. Reset everything. And I want to take thread the needle next. Take our shoulder in the opposite direction. Good. Now we're going to plant that left hand a little bit more to the center of the mat. We're going to inhale, peel that right arm up to the sky. And exhale, weave it through, dropping the right ear to the mat. I'm not going to drop mine all the way. I'll do that because of the earbud. And now you can take your left arm and weave it back behind. You can extend it up long. Some people even take the palms on top of each other and just kind of stretch, kind of pull, sort of lean into that right shoulder. Good. Keep relaxing your jaw. Beautiful. Go ahead and press yourself up with your left hand. Inhale that right arm up to the sky. Exhale, plant the hand. I'm going to turn this way. Take your right hand to this little bit more to the center of the mat. Inhale, lift the left arm up to the sky. And exhale, weave it on through, dropping the left ear to the mat. Maybe you extend the right arm long. Maybe you weave it back behind. And breathe. Good. Go ahead and unwind from that. Push yourself up. Inhale that left arm up to the sky. And exhale, plant the hand. Good, and now we're gonna roll up to our knees. So grab your blanket if you need some support there. I'm gonna move my camera back just a hair. So come on up to your knees, and with your fists, bring them around to your low back. We're gonna take camel pose. So open up those shoulders, peel those elbows together, and then start to lean back. Maybe because of our earlier lumbar spine warm up, you want to reach back for your ankles. Maybe not. You can curl the toes under. Just breathe right here. Camel pose. Keep peeling those elbows together. Good. And then come on forward. Just give yourself a little mini child's pose, counter stretch. And then roll on up. We're going to take gate pose. So take your right leg out to the side. Inhale, lift the left arm up to the sky. Side bend right. Keep your hips neutral. Try not to let everything scoot out like that. We're really just wanting to bend the side body. Keep spiraling your left shoulder open. And breathe right here. Good. Inhale, lift. Exhale, plant that left hand and spiral your right arm open. Now you can keep your right foot down to the ground. This might be enough of a balance for you this morning. Or you can lift that right leg up, take a little modified half moon here. Keep flexing your right foot if you do this though. You want to look back and still be able to see your big toe. If the leg's far back behind you like this, you're out of alignment. So you want to make a nice long line. And breathe right here. Now, if you want, you could reach back and take a little quad stretch here too. Look down, make sure your hand is underneath your shoulder. Sometimes you need to wiggle it a little bit. And then go ahead and extend that leg long. And lower on down. Inhale, one more side bend. And exhale, lower. Beautiful. And then we'll take our left leg out, right leg in. Inhale the right arm up to the sky. And exhale, side bend left. Again, really just bending that side body. Keep your neck neutral. Try not to let it drop. Keep spiraling your right shoulder open. And breathe. Beautiful. Inhale, lift. Exhale, plant your right hand. Make sure it comes underneath your shoulder. And then open up the left arm up to the sky. You can stay right here. This is enough. This is a great balance right here. Or if you want to lift off, you can. A little half moon. And breathe. Looking back, making sure we can see our toe. Maybe we reach back and grab your ankle for a quad stretch. Focusing on our breathing, the mind starts to wander. Good, go ahead and release that leg. Bring it on up. Exhale, side bend. Beautiful. Okay, well, that felt nice. Let's come on back. Move your blanket out of the way. We're gonna curl the toes under, send the hips up to the sky. Come on into downward facing dog. And just pedal your dog out. Take whatever little movements or stretches you wanna take. Walk your hands out, let your head hang heavy. Have a nice bend in your knees. Wanna make sure that back is straight. The legs don't need to be straight. We want our back to be straight. So if you feel like you're really kind of rounding like this, just bend your knees. Let your head drop between your arms. Good. Beautiful. We're going to lift that right leg up to the sky. And then we're going to sweep the right knee to the right elbow. And we're going to move our shin forward and we're going to come down into pigeon. Okay. Now, if you have a blanket and you want to put it underneath that right hip, you can do that. And just lower on down. I love a pigeon. Once you get there, let everything relax. Let your foot relax. Let the muscles in your left leg relax. If you have a bolster, you can lay on it. That's why I love to have forgot to bring it out, but nice little bolster. Send your breath into that right hip. And just notice how the piriformis feels. How does the joint feel? How does it make your low back feel? This should probably feel good. Good. We're going to go ahead and press ourselves up, and we're going to just kind of bring that right foot right in between your hands. Okay. And then we're going to sit back for a little half split. Hamstring stretch. Good. And then we're going to walk our hands up, pop the back knee up, curl the toes under, pop that back knee up, and just heel toe yourself all the way into a nice wide angle forward fold. Beautiful. Now in our forward fold, just kind of take whatever feels good to you. Maybe you want to do some little side lunges like this. Maybe you want to take it real wide, drop your head, bring your hands underneath, and take little spirals. Sometimes it feels good to interlace your fingers and send your knuckles to the sky. Whatever you need in your little wide angle forward fold. Good. Now bring your hands underneath your chest. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Heel toe it in. Maybe you grab a block here. We're going to come into yogi squat. Heel toe it on in and then just lower down into your yogi squat. If you need a block, go ahead and grab it. Sometimes it's nice to have it, especially if you have knee issues. Press those elbows into your legs and just breathe right here. Feel the ground supporting you. Keep relaxing your jaw. Let your shoulders be soft. Make sure that spine stays nice and long. Beautiful. Go ahead and send those hips on up to the sky. Roll it up. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, hands to namaste. Step up to the top of the mat. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Step it back to your downward dog. Good. Take a nice deep inhale. Big exhale. Inhale, lift left leg up to the sky and swing your left knee to your left elbow and swoop that shin forward and come on down to your pigeon on the left side. And breathe. Make any little adjustments you need to once you get here. Pigeon is a pose that looks different on everybody. It's a pose that you really just have to listen to your body and do what feels right. We don't want any pain. We never want like excruciating pain. So if pigeon is something for you that's like, I just am not liking this pose, you can always come to figure 4 on your back. It's the same. You get the same benefit. So those hips are screaming at you, just come onto your back. Notice the difference. Good. Go ahead and press yourself up. Pop that back leg in just a little bit. Bring that foot right in front of your, in between your hands, and then sit back into your half split. Good. And then walk your hands back, and then let's come back into that wide angle forward fold. Just for another couple of breaths. Good. Bring the hands underneath the chest. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Go ahead and heel toe those feet in. We're going to come into goddess. So heel toe them so that they're pointing out about 45-degree angles, and rise up. Inhale, arms overhead. And exhale, bend into your goddess pose. And then bring your hands to your inner thighs here, so your fingers are pointing down, and take that right shoulder to the left knee. Inhale, lift, left shoulder, right knee. Inhale, lift, right to left. Inhale, lift, left to right. Good. Rise up. I don't know if y'all can see me anymore. Exhale, hands to namaste. Beautiful. And then we're going to come back down. And let's take a bridge pose. I like a blanket for bridge because my tailbone. Boat, pardon me, I'll boat pose. We're going to do bridge after. So come on into your boat. And now this can be a boat pose right here. Spine is long, tailbone is scooped, core is engaged, shoulders are up and back. This activates your core big time, just being right here. Maybe you want to lift off though. We're going to do our 10 toe taps. You can stay connected right here, or you can let go. It's up to you. Right, left, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Beautiful. Keep it up. Lower on 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower all the way down. Beautiful. Take a nice full body stretch when you get here. And then hug into a ball. Rock around a little on the low back. And then we'll take an inversion. We're going to do 1 minute. So I'm going to take a supported bridge, but you can, if you're working on your headstand and you want to do that, or if you like shoulder stand, whatever feels good to you. I'm going to go ahead and lift up my hips. I'm going to roll my shoulder blades underneath. I'm going to take a block and I'm going to put it underneath my low back, tailbone area. Now you can stay right here. You can lift your legs up into waterfall, but my new favorite thing is to extend my legs long and kind of out to the side and then let them splay open. really opens up the front of the hip. So come into whichever inversion you want, and I'm going to be quiet here for 1 minute. We're going to just let everything cool back down. Inversions are so good for our circulation. They're cooling, they calm the nervous system. You can spend a couple minutes every day doing this. I've read that's the most important thing. If you can do a physical activity every day, something like this is the best thing you can do. Good. Go ahead and walk your feet in, lift those hips up. Remove the block, maybe rock around one more time. And then we'll take a spinal twist. So send that. Now, spinal twist, you can do it any version you like, but I'm going to send my right leg long, hike up on my right hip, send my left leg across, open up my left arm, maybe cactus it, or it can be right here. It doesn't, sometimes people have said to me that they get, their arm starts to tingle when they open up this way, so you can just move it, maybe cactus it instead. You can always bend your both knees and maybe have a block in between. That feels good sometimes too. Extend your left leg long if you want. A lot of different versions of spinal twist. Keep relaxing your jaw. And relax your shoulders. Relax your legs. Good, and then we'll go ahead and unwind from that. And we'll take it over to the left. Good, and then we'll unwind from that. And then you can take any last little movements or stretches you want. I think I'm going to take a happy baby, hug around our feet, push that tailbone into the ground, tuck your chin. Really feel the full length of your spine as you press into those hips. Good. And now it's time for Shavasana. So you can take any Shavasana pose you want, whatever allows you to come into stillness. Take any last deep breaths. And then just let everything soften. Brow is relaxed, eyelids. Let the eyeballs sink into the socket. Let go of any tension in your jaw. Let your shoulders and arms be heavy. Notice the gentle rise and fall of your belly. Heart rate is slowed. Hips are relaxed. Legs and knees are heavy to the floor. through your ankles and your feet and toes. Everything is still for Shavasana. Start to bring your awareness back to the room. You can wiggle the fingers and toes. You can rotate the ankles and the wrists. You can hug into a ball and roll over to one side. Stay where you are. Whatever. Make your way up to a comfortable seat, keeping your eyes closed, bringing your hands to heart center. Thank you for allowing me to guide you in your practice today. It is always an honor to be a part of your day. I'm grateful that we have the opportunity to come together, the ability to be together virtually, especially right now in this time. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. I hope you were able to take some peace from this hour and transmit it to the world. Until we see each other again, namaste.